Warning: the following reading contains My Little Pony fanfiction. Listener discretion is advised. I'm surprised that I still dream. Even now, with so much darkness, the visions come to me, floating on angelic intercept courses through the ether. They strike my head occasionally, forming brief splashes in the shapes of colors, under the sound of laughter with the warmth of smiles. And then, like comets, like everything else, they're gone. No matter how much I sleep, they will not go away. I will never know pure silence. Especially not now, not with the siren blaring into my ears. My eyes flash open to an infinite expanse of stars. I turn my head to the right, squinting. Across the circular console, a series of yellow crystals are flashing. A metal orb spins with several ball bearings rattling noisily within. Have I made contact? Has the mana ship autopilot discovered something, or could this merely be another false alarm? It matters little, for I am awake, and I am alive. I stretch my forelimbs and reach towards the harness of my seat. My hooves brush against the glossy surface of my jumpsuit until they numbly unlatch one belt after another. Unfettered, I kick off the chair lightly. The spherical cockpit twirls around me, for I am twirling within it. I drift weightlessly towards the flashing yellow crystals. Gripping the console, I tilt my head towards it and channel a burst of mana through my horn. It's a rusty exercise, like blowing dust and sediment out of a bronze tube. I'm in desperate need of a magical recharge, especially if this situation warrants broadcasting the signal. With a simple spell, the crystals turn dull and the rattling alarm spins to a stop. I tilt up and reach towards the opposite end of the circular console, pulling several levers. I hear the mana ship around me humming to life. Lights flicker on, forming an effluent purple glow beneath the porous metal bulkheads of the cockpit around me. Gripping the console with both hooves, I climb my way around the circumference until I reach the engine stabilizers. I aim my horn towards the centermost crystal and charge it, sending a pulse of mana into the heart of the ship. I hear a muffled roar, bursting and silencing in gentle waves. Beyond the round glass full of stars, I see a foggy eruption of gas as the thrusters slow the forward inertia of the vessel. I try peering out into the depths of space for a visual confirmation for why the alarm had gone off. Yet I see nothing, save for a bright speck of light. A star. I must have entered a solar system of sorts. Is there an object nearby? I climb around the console, returning to my seat. I pause briefly upon reaching the rectangular timer positioned to the left of my chair. I squint at the meter, curious as to how long I had been adrift this time. The answer I see is a figure in the triple digits. With a sigh, I reset the timer and reach past it for a glass panel extended on the end of a brass, multi-jointed limb. Pulling the panel towards me, I charge it with magic so that a series of animated engravings come to life. After spreading rivulets across the panel, the engravings form a rough map of the neighboring cosmic bodies, with my vessel in the center. I'm startled to not only see a large and noticeably young star in close proximity, but several planets and planetoids, both big and small, in dedicated orbit. Aside from 3 dense rings of cosmic debris, I count over 13 bodies, several of them with moons. According to the glass panel, there's supposed to be an object directly in front of me. It's significantly smaller than the other bodies within the system, but for some reason the ship decided to set off the alarm upon crossing the path of this one. Curious, I squint beyond the glass bubble that separates my cockpit from the infinite vacuum. Telekinetically, I pull a lever to the left of my chair. I know that I should be preserving my mana, but my hoof isn't capable of doing this next task delicately. As the lever moves, a dark departure of tinted glass expands like a cat's eye, gradually revealing a naked and unguarded glimpse at the swirling stardust beyond. The compartment warms up as the nearby star's naked rays invade the ship. I'm careful not to open the aperture too wide, or else the very interior might melt. With the view of the cosmos unobscured, I look for any hint of the planetoid. I become quietly aware of a looming black shape towards the starboard edge of the craft. Staring at it, I climb my way around the circular console until I once more grip the controls to the thrusters. With surgical precision, I rotate the craft at an appropriate angle and aim myself towards the edge of the planet that's facing the star. Before me, a slitted crescent waxes over the spherical surface. Breathlessly, I witness a cosmic sunrise and pilot the vessel towards it on thunderous propulsion. The surface of the planet comes into view, smooth and glossy like a gigantic crimson pearl. It is so red, a forbidden fruit deposited into cold constellations. I'm surprised to find no hint of craters, not even a simple impact site. The sphere is perfectly untouched.